What's up, guys? Back with another video, and you're not alone. Please like, comment, subscribe. And in today's video, I'm here to let you guys know that when you guys are on semen retention, when you guys are starting, whether it's a long streak, short streak, medium streak, people from your past will manifest into your reality. So I want to shout out one of the people I commented asking about this. So I got you on a video. I don't remember your name, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, let's hop straight into it. So I noticed this while doing semen retention, and I've never been able to really use my critical thinking skills to think why it would be. So I went onto Reddit pages. I saw a couple different things. Nothing I really think is kind of set in stone. But what I did see was someone had said that when you are raising, this practice makes you raise your vibration. And you got to realize this whole reality, we're all connected in some way when it comes to energy, vibration, and frequency. So when you are starting to raise your frequency, somehow these people can feel it, and the universe makes these same people manifest into your reality. When you are vibrating high, just somebody thinking about you can make you manifest into that person's reality, and vice versa. I don't know if you guys sometimes have a thought about somebody, and as soon as you have that thought, that person might text you, they might call you, or you might end up just seeing that person. So that's kind of what I've seen about it. You guys do what you want with that information. I don't know how much true it is, but the baseline of the video is it's going to happen. People from your past is going to show up. And I'm just going to detail my experiences, the people I've seen, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first time I tell a story a lot, but the reason I hopped on semen retention was because my life was just kind of going downhill. Got cheated on, lost my job, and a bunch of like other BS. But that's what kind of started making me take it a little bit more serious. I was still hitting like short, long streaks here and there. But going through the breakup, me and my ex, we kind of went our separate ways. And it wasn't until like 6-7 months until I started having a really good streak on my hands. How me and my ex stopped talking, it was like it wasn't even no contact. It was just like, yo, we're done like this. We're never going to try to rekindle this. And for the first time when I hit like probably like a cool 2-3 weeks, I got a text from her. I wasn't at the time thinking like, oh, she's only hitting me up because it's probably semen retention. She just hit me up. She just sent me a bunch of videos of us from the past and saying like, hey, we just stopped talking out of nowhere. In my head, I'm thinking like, no, we didn't. Like it was clear cut that we weren't going to talk anymore. But yeah, I just found that to be pretty weird, but nothing ever kind of happened off of that. And kind of fast forward to the streak that I'm on now, a lot of people have been popping up. And when I first started getting conscious about it, there's this girl I was talking to like probably like last year, September. My timelines is kind of all over, but when we were talking, it was just kind of like a talking stage, flings here and there. But how we ended was so bad. It was so bad. Like I just knew like I was never going to talk to this person ever again. Not going to go into details of how we stopped talking, but it was in the mode of like, this person, I'm never going to talk to this person ever again, just like my ex and whatnot. So when I hit like how many months am I think I'm like 5-6 months, but I think when I hit like a month and a half, probably 2 months, she ended up texting me. She said hey, smiley face. And I'm even looking at the messages previously to that, and I'm thinking like, why are you hitting me up right now? It's like we are enemies right now, so there's like no reason for us to be talking. But I also took that as like a test from the universe, because that girl definitely was a Jezebel. She would definitely have been down to smash if we had linked up together. And I was tempted. I was tempted. I'm telling you, the devil always attacks you when you are like your weakest. You get me? I remember that day she hit me up. I was I think I'm gonna make a video too about semen retention, how lonely the journey can get. I think a lot of people have been experiencing that. But yeah, that day I was feeling it. I'm like, bro, like I got really no one to talk to. You get me? Whether it's just the internet people, the guys that you comment on here, and the internet friends that I'm making. But yeah, I was so tempted to text her. But then I was so conscious of being like, when you're on semen retention, before you can hit those next levels, you're going to get tested. That was a test. I could have hit her up. I could have linked up with her, and she could have just took my energy. And before, look at this. We were on terms of, I knew we were never going to speak. So that was obvious that that person was just trying to come in my life, take that energy, and just go off her merry way. Surprisingly, by the grace of God, I passed that test, and I was able to kind of level up even more on this journey. But those are two instances where people from my past came up. Now, third instance, I have a really cool friend that I had met in the past. Going to keep his name private just for the sake of the video. He also watches my videos, so if you probably know who you are. Shout out to you. Hope you're doing well in life. But I remember one day I was going out to go record some TikToks and whatnot, and I was just skating. I was skating around, and I wasn't even conscious too that I was like in his neighborhood. I didn't even know like he still lives in that area. You get me? But I was just skating around, just like recording, and I heard like, yo, he said my name and whatnot. I'm like, oh shit, what's up? And we had like a cool conversation, and then he told me like, hey, look, I watch your videos, this and that. And then that day, it made me more aware that my videos are kind of going up and more people are kind of seeing it, which is pretty cool. And he's a really cool guy. Like, he taught me a lot. Like, growing up, we used to work together. Not growing up, but we used to work with each other, and he was always positive vibes. So really cool guy. But yeah, he came into my reality as well. Some person I never expected. You get me? It was yeah, it was a cool experience. But that was the third person. And then I started being more conscious of people are going to start appearing in my reality. And I only took it as either a person's going to text me or I'm probably going to see a person in person. But then it's the universe, how they throw you things. It's always in a way like you kind of never expect. I've also been getting a lot of people, because I guess now my TikTok is kind of doing numbers. I have people from my past like comment on the videos saying my name, and then coming to my live stream saying like, yo, like how you been, this and that. People I never expected to ever talk to like ever again, and people I didn't even realize that we kind of had that relationship. You ever had people in the past like you guys were cool, but it's like once you go your separate ways, I don't ever think I'm going to get the energy of like, oh my god, it's you. So it's the fact that, yeah, I have like all these people popping up, and the TikTok has been bringing like a lot of people as well. And there has been a time when I've kind of ran into someone in public at the mall that I never kind of expected to run into. But this just goes to show you that when you guys are on this practice, be aware that some people from your past is going to show up. And it's going to be people that you don't expect. Like, you probably might be thinking like of like your closest friend that you probably fell out with. Probably going to be thinking about an ex, which it did happen to me. But you guys are going to be thinking about people that are very close to you. You get me? And it's been surreal because I've been kind of like in my own world, just doing my videos and just grinding. So when I have people from the past kind of show up in my reality, it definitely shows me how far I've come when it's come to like self-development, and it's come to me being on top of my goals and my careers. And it also kind of just gives me like a blast from the past. Like when I kind of talk to people from the past, I'm able to see energetically who I used to be to that person and how I am now. And I can tell with some people that they kind of expect me to still be that person from the past. So through that conversation and interaction, it shows me that, yeah, I have grown. Like when you are growing as a person and you're looking in the mirror every day, you don't really notice it. And that's why sometimes I do kind of struggle with the imposter syndrome of people telling me like, oh, like, you motivate me to do this, or I love that video, this and that. And I still see myself as the person that just started the journey. And it's cool. Like sometimes when I see people from the past, like I'm starting to notice too, like nothing is ever by coincidence. Because even so, like when it came to that Jezebel, like I'm gonna call it for what it is, definitely was a test to see if I'm just going to fold, if I'm actually the person I say I was going to be past that test, or if it's that friend that I saw that was positive in the past and he's just giving me like a little nudge, like, hey, I see your videos, I see what you're doing. And it's probably in that moment, probably I did need the motivation to keep going. Probably I wanted to give up on the content creation. So people are going to come into your life from your past, but be conscious of what you're thinking about before you see that person and how you're feeling afterwards. Because yeah, it might be a test to see if you might go back to old toxic people, or that person might come into your path to let you know like, hey, look, I see what you're doing. And also through the conversation you're getting, you're able to see like, hey, look, what you've been doing is working. You're growing, you're inspiring people, and you're motivating people. And that's what I take it as. So whenever I do see someone from my past, like I'll let them know, like, what's up? Let's have a conversation. And through the conversation, I'm able to get even more knowledge that's going to keep me on the journey. So hopefully this video kind of gave you guys clarity. Probably on not why it happens, but probably it will give you more of an introspective reasoning on how good it can be to see someone from your past. When you're so locked in, you're just locked in and you're just not really focused on the outside world. And when these old people from your past come, they kind of give you a mirror to show you how far you've come. And I think that's pretty cool. So to the guy that kind of told me to make this video, thank you. It's a really cool video topic. But yeah, guys, if you found any value within this video, please like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.